He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games I suck ass. He'd rather... I don't remember the rest of the words. It's not my shit.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Lawyers.
What the hell?
There's lawyers on Monday?
That's crazy. They put lawyers in my video game?
Somebody died for this?
A couple people died, actually. They tend to keep dying.
Buddy Faith.
Good old Jimbo.
Jim. I have a prediction. No one will ever die again
An Ace Attorney?
in Ace Attorney.
No, that's crazy. That's nuts. You lost Barlow to the war.
Apparently.
So now I'm stalling.
You're stalled.
No.
Switching back and forth between two Pokemon with Regenerator. While they have heavy duty boots.
Welcome to my Pokemon Nuzlocke. Today I am fighting God. Please understand.
God's got hands.
Man, I haven't played a Pokemon game since Sword and Shield.
They've been kind of struggling making good ones.
I'm here. I apologize.
Whoa.
Discord did not. Oh, yo, what's up?
Yo, your audio quality is crazy.
It is kind of nutty.
Is it in a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way.
You seem a
Oh,
little
no.
skinnier than usual.
It sounds
Oh,
like
no.
the wrong mic is hooked up.
I think you're right. It may be the wrong mic. One moment while I fix this terrible problem. Oh, god damn it. I think it's because Discord's being a bitch right now.
It was doing that to me the other day. Like, it was trying to hook up the speakers that didn't exist.
Oh, yeah. Wait, yeah, okay. I see why it's doing this. One moment.
Discord moment.
It is a Discord moment. It's using like my internal like mic because I moved to a new computer, gaming.
Gaming.
But because of that, this kind of happens. So I have to figure this out. I'll try rejoining the call.
Okay.
Okay.
That's alright. I'll continue talking about Pokemon. I'm so spiteful I did not even buy... I refused to buy Scarlet and Violet because the character customization is so shitty.
They really
like-
do be like, here, have 4 outfits. Have another
Alright.
2 as DLC.
UFO 50.
UFO.
I don't know if it fixed.
Speak words.
Speak words.
Okay, now you're more staticky than usual.
Bro, I love my... oh god damn it.
We're here for you. We'll help you figure it out.
Thank you. I might have to restart my computer. This is cringe.
Miles Edgeworth.
It is I, Staticky Miles Edgeworth. Please help.
You sound
Miles
like too crisp.
I sound too crisp.
Yeah, maybe staticky was the wrong word. It's more like you've got your mic kind of close to your face, so everything's kind of breathy.
Okay, I got it.
There it is!
There it
There's the Barlow we know and love.
There he is. Miles Edgeworth.
I'm back. Alright, let me adjust this back to 100 just as a test. I don't know if that is
Yeah.
broken or...
That seems better.
Okay. Yeah, my mic was just probably too close to my face. Yeah, so I got a new laptop, and that new laptop has been a journey to transition this, and I guess this is one of those annoying things that I'm gonna have to keep in mind.
This is one of those journey moments.
Dude, I
I
don't...
love Journey.
It's what a great band. Like, let me put in perspective. I was like freaking out earlier because like, dude, I had to like merge 3 different hard drives into one hard drive because this computer only has one hard drive. It's actually crazy, and I managed to figure it out because you can map network drives to folders. So I did that, and I think everything was fixed. But I was like, oh, this is gross. Thank you, Word, for teaching this. What the fuck? And then like, the other moment was like, the backup software I used was like, it didn't know what it was doing basically, and it couldn't find like my C drive, so I had to manually move it over. And then I learned very quickly this laptop is actually really good because it did that in like barely a second.
Nice.
Which was, indeed, it was quite epic. But hopefully I sound clear now.
Yeah, you are much better.
Oh, let's go. That means I could do this. Not actually. I'm not going to do that.
We're going back to the past to play
Dynamics.
the shitty games that suck ass.
We're going back to the courts in
We're
order
going-
to see Miles Edgeworth winning Ward Jorts.
They're putting us back.
It's true.
Dude, baby, dude, I'm supposed to like voice Baby K here. I think it's just gonna be the same voice.
You can voice him as classic Sonic. Oh wait, shit, I don't know what. Hey Faraday, the young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu.
Yeah, I don't have control. It's the intro.
The piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago.
7 years.
earlier.
Once again, this is still before Miles Edgeworth has been to. Oh my god! What's up, motherfuckers?
Oh boy. New characters.
That's
fucking-
You can't voice it. I killed the guy.
I killed the guy, but it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it.
Oh shit! Lawyer dropped.
Don't you get it?
I-
I know the true identity. It's Faraday.
What? New lawyers unlocked.
I'm the judge. I'm in the room too.
He's right there.
Oh my god! Fucking get him!
Yeah, don't fucking deny it. You told me to kill him when you went to the embassy.
Oh wait, shit's happening in here. They don't.
Are you blaming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu?
Oh my god! It's so quick.
Mr. Well, I think we've heard about enough of you.
There's so much
Your Honor,
happening.
please. I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me with 6 C's plus
Why
1.
would that scene happen so fast? Oh my god!
We figured it out.
We did it, guys.
In accordance with the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. Oh shit! This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is ready. Court is now adjourned. Fuck off. I've been doing this my entire life.
It's me. Oh my god, it's me. I'm here. I'm
Holy
here.
shit! It's not only is Miles Edgeworth, but it's the day before 9/11.
You're right.
It really is.
Maybe I should have commented on that, but you know, here we are.
How unfortunate in its timing, streamer.
It was Pi
It's
Day in the
almost
future.
time. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. And so it is that my first assignment as a prosecutor will be.
Well, this doesn't check out.
As a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant.
Does Edgeworth
Yeah,
just
I feel
have a
like this
string
is
of like? Does Edgeworth just have like a string of 10 shitty first cases, where like he doesn't actually like?
No.
Is he going along like the? Is this like the same situation as the first gay character in a Disney movie? Every case is his first case.
Edgeworth. Oh shit!
Edgeworth.
That's fucking a guy.
Sir. I knew it. Llama Gaming.
Have you read over all the documents regarding this trial?
Wow, that's been like a decade since that voice
Yeah, it's
has
going to
happened.
take me a bit to get this one back. We'll find out.
My god, I haven't seen you since
Holy
5 years
shit.
ago, Von Karma.
I hate
Holy
being a
shit.
man.
can't believe you hate Mega Man. Do you hate the judge still?
Yes.
That guy pushed
I
me off
knew
the
it.
swings. 10 years. It's in the lore.
This must have been right after when you did it for a third time. But yes, sir, I've memorized everything there is to know.
Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, will accept nothing short of perfection.
I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early stage of my career, I am honored and proud.
As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion.
Yes, sir. That such a legendary prosecutor will be watching and judging my performance after pushing the judge off the swings. I have to be perfect in every way.
Do you think he how do you think the fucking Dahlia case went?
Oh,
It's like, Edgeworth, it's your first case again.
I can't wait.
How'd it
I'll be
go?
fighting
He
today.
fucking killed himself.
Oh, he
Shit.
fucking killed himself, sir. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do.
Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute.
Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct?
Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that only he killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Byrne Faraday, gave the order. Ha! Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey.
Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Byrne Faraday?
He is a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court.
Those who cannot be brought to court. That is nonsense, for no man is above the law.
Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters.
Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals, I see.
Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday has will not be forgiven.
Have no fear. I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor, Byrne Faraday, that's right! I'm doing this pose because I'll prove the defendant's guilt.
Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that.
It's an hour for me on the seesaw.
Show them all the power of von Karma.
Darn right, after I present you my badge.
Now show me your badge.
It is thanks to you that I have finally become a prosecutor, sir.
It's amusing that you wanted to become a defense attorney, yet became my student. It is a strange path you have traveled.
Are you smiling like that? It's true that I had once wanted to become a defense attorney. But now I am honored and proud to be a prosecutor.
I see. Then as a student of mine, I suggest you remember this well. The prosecutor's badge is not to be flaunted. The dignity of a prosecutor lies in the man himself, not in the badge.
I understand. I will keep that in mind.
He will not keep that in mind.
He will not keep that in mind.
Besides, I put holes in your fine garments. It's simply preposterous.
Oh well, he keeps it in his pocket. That's true.
I keep it in my pocket because it's more chic. Prosecutors must also take pride in their appearance. I will keep this in mind as well.
Blue suits me, not quite you. Something to consider. I'm constantly having to remind the others at the prosecutor's office of this. It's more fashionable to keep your prosecutor's badge in your pocket.
In other words, always treat a prosecutor's badge with care and honor. I understand, sir.
It's like a weirdly, like, actual conversation without the prosecutor's badge.
So, have you achieved a firm understanding of the case?
Yes, sir. I've memorized everything that is written down in the case files.
Well then, explain the case to me.
This is useful for me, the player. Von Karma would shoot the Shock Sportsman again, like just kill him on the spot.
Do you know of a man named No.
He's like 6. I don't think he's that young.
Yeah.
I would do it anyway. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about.
Von Karma is not invited to Among Us night.
I love this stupid bastard so much. I love this shit-eating grin.
It's so good. Understood.
Teach me, the player.
I'm teaching the player, the streamer. A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Cadopian embassy. The victim is
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
They just gave up on that one.
I forgot. This was the case for that. The victim, Mr. Dead Mr. Dead Man, was a staff member at the embassy.
Hey mom, why'd you name me that? Oh, no reason.
The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel.
At least that's like a fish. Like, at least that's not Mr. Defend Ant. Like...
Yeah. He was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious.
Gun.
He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatagarasu had successfully infiltrated the Cadopian embassy as well. At first, Rel claimed that he himself was the Yatagarasu, but that he did not kill. Dead man. Oh, it's gonna be a while before I can say that with a straight face.
I don't know if
I wonder what
will.
he yeah. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie.
It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight if he is found guilty.
I've heard that one before.
There truly is no limit to people's inanity. But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth.
Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Rel as the murderer.
So this character can actually go up to people on a regular basis and say, "I'm dead."
Man. Wow, it really does go full circle, doesn't it?
The act of Mr. Rel firing the gun could be clearly seen from the visitors' gallery.
Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder.
Nice. Oh shit.
I did it because I was told to. By the real Yatagarasu, Bane Faraday. I can make whatever voice I want because we don't give a shit about this guy.
That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. While this may appear to simply be the murder of a Cadopian embassy staff member, people are actually referring to it as the second KG-8 incident.
The second KG-8 incident. I'm very sorry, sir. I fear I failed to study hard enough.
Well, even among the police, it's information that only a select few are privy to.
Could you please enlighten me, sir?
I realize I want to talk to the other people in this room before I continue this.
Why are you
Let's talk
walking
to
away
these
from me?
guys.
I want to see what these. I forgot that there's just NPCs in this game. I'm not like
The
used to
streamer
that.
has forgotten that this is a third-person game.
This is so good! I could drink a whole gallon!
I've never heard of water that tastes that good.
See, this was worth it.
Maybe I'll give him a minute. Mr. Von Karma? Mr. Von Karma? Help! Does he plan on gulping the entire reservoir dry?
See, this was worth it.
Yeah.
I don't believe I told you to do this shit.
Hello,
Of
old
course
lady.
not. We drank wine. I'm sorry. Sparkling grape juice. Excuse me, madam, but is something the matter?
I just noticed all the judges on the wall.
Oh my god.
That's so
God, yeah. That's crazy.
I just thought someone would have brought horror divorce by now.
But this is a courthouse. It would be quite atypical to provide horse doors here.
Are you sure? Someone poured me a fresh cup of coffee last time I was here.
What the heck does she think a courthouse is for?
That's cute.
Cup of coffee.
I just love voicing the nameless NPCs. Aren't these great? Daddy made all of these. Awesome, but did she get fired right after you made them? Yeah, I did. I spent the same amount of money on this model as it cost to build the real thing. My boss wasn't very happy with me. Hey, Daddy, didn't you say you built a secret mechanism inside of it? I'll tell you about it someday when you're older.
Secret mechanism?
What?
What the fuck? Maybe he installed it as payback for getting fired? It could be trouble. Now I'm curious.
Okay, look, what the fuck are we doing here?
A model of the courthouse. It's pretty well constructed.
It's constructed to blow up.
Constructed with a bomb. Hands and a face. Don't tell me this thing transforms. Yet I wonder for what other purpose could they have been made.
Weird lore dropped.
Von
Anyway.
Karma, these people are fucking weird.
They sure are. Edgeworth.
Sir, what do you mean by the second KG-8 incident?
In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case.
Which I believe we've seen mentioned a couple times in the present.
Take a look at these documents.
This is a 3-year-old newspaper.
Put in my chair, organize your thing.
You have heard of the Amano Group scandal before, correct?
It's like you're on hold. I'm reading.
Any Koshin is found not guilty.
Found not guilty. Shall the Amano Group? What's his relation to the smuggling ring? The CCU. Okay. Oh. Hello
Yes,
there.
Oh,
What's
hello
up?
there. Not much. How about you? I've never met this guy before, questionably. The secretary of Ernest Armano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested
He was a bitch.
under suspicion of smuggling.
It's my dad!
I don't know who you are.
Correct. CCU was an employee of the Amano Group and the sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court.
Wasn't a Cadopian embassy staff member arrested for the murder?
Yes, a Cadopian by the name of Manny Kochen was the suspect. However, Due to lack of evidence, the case went unresolved.
Lack of evidence.
Ha! If only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt.
To make sure that all criminals are found guilty. My mentor really is dedicated.
Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever.
Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG8 incident as well?
That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who is scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization.
And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. Almost
You're
like
catching
fate.
on.
This game loves its smuggling.
The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did during the KG8 incident.
So that's why it is being called the second KG8 incident.
Yes. Yet, there is one difference between the two incidents.
What would that be?
The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief Yadagarasu.
Yadagarasu. I better find out more.
Let's find out more.
Finding out more. If it is true that the Yadagarasu showed up at the Kodopian embassy, what could he or she have been after?
No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or, more likely, to steal secrets from the Kodopian embassy itself. Since the items that the Yadagarasu stole from there was sent to the police.
What was it that the Yadagarasu sent to the police?
I don't know the details. Anything related to the Yadagarasu is getting the top secret treatment. Yet, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yadagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say?
That would have to be the first time the Yadagarasu has left evidence behind, correct?
Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yadagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday.
Mr. Faraday.
He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yadagarasu case as well.
He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG8 incident and the Yadagarasu case. Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate.
Oh shit, baby Sonic. I cannot go higher register.
What is it, little girl?
I got a balloon, bitch! You're scary, mister.
Did you need something?
I want to trade these coins with you.
A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies, and... Huh. Well, it looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want?
Here's $1.
Thanks, that's exactly what I needed. Fuck you off. Bye.
Could that child be here to watch the trial?
Everyone always brings children to watch court cases. It's been the same for a decade. Remember Pearl?
How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courtroom. Does no one have any respect for this country's judicial system anymore?
Oh,
The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is complete.
Why, do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes?
I'm so sorry.
I can have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant.
It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me.
A proud one you are.
We're exchanging finger wags.
We are exchanging finger wags. You learn well. You'd better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth.
Excellent.
God, there's nothing in the timeline contradicting this.
4 o'clock p.m.
Damn, the judge didn't even fucking show up.
Courtroom number 3.
No one showed up!
This theme is fucking great, by the way.
Hey,
Just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either?
where's the judge?
Where is Mr. Faraday?
I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. Holy my god, I got legs! That's crazy! What's up? You must be the one Mr. Von Kama recommended. What's good, my motherfuckers? Look at me go. Here's this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a papa going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson.
Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume, however.
Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to?
It's an emergency, not Mike Beacons, hopefully. Oh, it's Gumshoe.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it's me! I have pushed you out of the way!
A silence, you. Who the fuck? Who's this asshole?
There shall be no yelling in the sacred hall of law.
This guy's not played Ace Attorney.
I'll yell whenever I want to, bitch.
Bailiff, remove that man from this courtroom at once.
Okay.
Please, wait. You have to listen to me. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday, and the defendant. The two of them, they're both dead.
What the fuck?
What?
What?
They killed them both. That's crazy.
Drinks.
Young judges for justice.
I'm running now in the
It's worth a
courtroom.
run. New characters are dropping. Who's
Would
be
like to
this
play
guy?
character.
I'll do this one. So Muhammad's Von Karma, yeah. I'm assuming. Stay back. I look very serious.
You are very
Oh
serious.
my god, I am.
God.
I'm super serious. No one's allowed on the crime scene. Period.
Just who does this oddball think he is?
Do you think this is a cigar or a lollipop?
I think it's your face. Checkmate.
Yes.
Got him.
Nuke.
This is becoming quite the hot spot. I gotta do a different voice. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. You can mix it up on line 2. I've been there before. Line 1
here.
doesn't always go well.
Totally agreed. I'd say for real, but we're 7 years earlier. That doesn't exist. Isn't she Mr. Rel's defense attorney?
That's a nice jacket. Everyone's got coats here.
Hey, you. No running in the hallway, pal.
And who are you to tell me what to do, Mr. Runner in the Hall? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse.
Fast foods and milk, by the way, is sold in the vending machine.
Oh god.
You want some vending machine milk, sir?
No, I think I'm just fine. Alright, time to
what the
present my
fuck's
badge
going
to
on?
3 people.
Hold up, I'm over like the fucking ants that are crawling in the goddamn courtroom.
Oh, yeah.
Present
what
your
the
badge.
fuck?
Present your
I thought-
badge to the ants, sir.
I'm presenting my badge to these ants, however, the sofa
the
looks like
sofa.
it's seen its fair share of use. And it looks like another part of the courthouse is visible from the window. My eyes have locked with my reflection's eyes in the barred window. As a student of art karma, I refuse to back down.
I guess those ants aren't real.
I won. I'm the best. Edge with dumb motherfucker. You! I'm showing my bit. Okay, never mind. Excuse me, but who are you?
Bad. Detective Tyro Bad. Homicide.
I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible.
But there's 2 D's in my name, so like I'm not like bad. But I am bad.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're-
so
you're-
no
That-
arguments.
That's not confusing in the slightest, but I'll
Yeah.
take your word for
The
it.
second D is silent, or you could say bad da.
Bad. I'm going to go and ask another person about this later. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me?
Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple.
Mr. Faraday requested that you be here. Oh,
Don't-
yay.
Don't show me anything. Fuck.
I won't show you a single thing.
Does showing that off make you feel like a big, strong prosecutor?
Of course not. I was simply proving my title of prosecutor to you.
He's got a swanky guitar, though.
Oh, he does. I love his thing.
I see. But most prosecutors don't go around flaunting those things. It's like a detective walking around outside with his badge flashing in the sunlight. Show that off too much, and before you know it, you'll be elbow deep in angry criminals.
That would definitely be a problem.
I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I think the implication of my coat is I've been shot at 800 times, by the way.
How many times have you
including
been
the
shot?
tie. They shot my tie.
His
And you
tie doesn't have a
survived.
hitbox, sir.
I've
Wha-
got nothing to say to you, kid.
Kid! Kid! I'm
Yeah.
Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial, thank you very much. Therefore, I insist you update me on the situation. Get back down here, I have a right to know.
Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid?
Is he threatening me?
Yes.
Shit.
This is my gun.
Is he going for his gun?
I'm going to shoot you.
Oh no.
Never mind.
It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that?
I'm glad you said it was a mirror. I thought it was another lollipop. Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, a Mr. Macrell, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand.
Was there anyone else who went into the defendant lobby number 2?
Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe.
My name's Gumshoe, sir.
He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room.
If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct?
Maybe.
Such impudence. This guy is really testing my patience. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court?
Homicides aren't my only gig. The Yatagarasu case is also one of my assignments.
So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics. in order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Otagarasu or not.
Well, well. Looks like you just might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son.
Son? I'm not your son, Pops.
Goodbye.
Later.
I got
Rude.
You got more characters.
Do you have a minute?
You know, I'm not really into talking people I don't know. Especially at a time like this.
I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court.
Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh?
I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma. Waxfinger. Do not take me for some naive novice.
I don't give a shit.
You look like you're giving a shit right now.
Do not take me for some naive novice.
Good theme.
So you're a student of Von Karma. I should have. Those clothes are a dead giveaway.
Just stop right there. These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts.
Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay?
I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort.
Just kidding. I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu.
Wow, I feel like I just heard that last name.
And if you're telling the truth, then we were about to go head-to-head in court.
But of course, I've heard much about you, Miss Yu.
But of course, I've heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare.
Did I say something funny?
You know what would be funny?
Would be funny. It is a shame that we will not be able to face each other. It was to be my first trial, too. I think this is probably relevant.
Oh, was that a declaration of war? How nice it is to be young and carefree. And what a nice, squeaky clean badge you've got yourself there. I'm so jealous.
I'm sure its gleam will dull over time with experience.
Are you saying your reputation will also tarnish over time with it?
That's not what I meant, and yet it will also not age poorly.
Well, you just can't avoid some things in life.
I'll never allow my badge or my reputation to become tarnished. Ah, man, that definitely has not aged well. I'd like you to update me on the situation.
I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there?
If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny?
It's just that the way you speak is so tactless. The person I was going against in court, until only a little while ago, was just murdered. It's not like I could go back into the courtroom pretending as though nothing happened.
That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question.
So I guess the moral of the story is every time Edgeworth is put on a case, the defendants keep just dying. which is why he has 8 first cases.
I have 8 first cases. Only 7 of them did not come back.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, see ya. Let's say the gumshoe.
Who's this guy? And who are you?
Oh, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your first name first before asking theirs.
Point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a district prosecutor.
A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal.
Well, I've told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours?
Detective Dick Gumshoe. And just recently I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream, it's what I was born to do. Maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first, or maybe a flashback sequence.
This detective is entirely too excited or in some weird flashback existence to be in a murder scene. Oh boy.
Chronological
You
first.
mentioned. Here's my chronological number 1, as seen by my finger here. Because you've mentioned that you've only recently become a detective, did you not?
You got it. I'm a brand spanking new detective. I've got a salary and everything.
Wow, I'm a salary. Interesting. I'll keep this in my notes for later.
It'll go in the logic box. Oh no.
Ding! So that means you've probably never seen a real prosecutor's badge, right? If you so desire to see one, I just might be able to make your day.
Why is he offering it?
You don't have to go through the trouble, pal, because a real man has a police badge. And someday I'm gonna become an ace detective, just like Detective Bad.
A what?
An ace detective, you dumb bitch, I hear you.
That sounds awesome!
Hey,
I'm going to
don't
do
get
that
any
in
ideas, pal.
7 years!
I felt like I just got hit mentally in the future or something.
Did I say something wrong, pal?
Edgeworth has met Gumshoe, and this is the badge conversation, so that's all we've done.
It's quite something, I must say. Just forget it, detective. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident?
You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right?
Well, I know that. But it would behoove you to fill me in on what you do know.
Wow. You're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you?
I'm going to go lock that in my logic box, but go on.
Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge. So you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, alright? As for me, I was guarding the door to defendant lobby number 2.
Courthouse map, wow, that's crazy.
So you were on guard detail. Did you notice anything strange when you were on duty?
Yeah, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot and then I kinda froze.
You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you with that much? Then again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range. Man.
Then Detective Bad came running to the scene. We went into lock number 2 together, and both men were lying there dead.
Is that everything?
Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle.
Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion.
Hey, I'm a police officer. Miss you! There's someone here who wishes to see you.
Who is it?
A Cadopian embassy staff member by the name of Manny Cochin. I remember that name.
Oh, I kind of remember that name.
Oh, holy shit.
Wait, what's going on? Detective Bad and Miss Yu's moves just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny Cochin?
I'll be right there.
Oh, there he is.
Damn, she's just kind of going.
New guy dropped. Who wants to be this guy?
I guess I can voice him. My one other guy in this playthrough. It's nice to see you again, Miss Yu.
Why are you here? I have no desire to see you ever again.
Damn.
Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat?
Fine.
We don't worry.
Let's go.
He's fucking zooming.
I'm so mad. Bad.
Von Karma. It's been a long time.
I knew you would show up.
You were really fast walking in that hallway.
You're fucking right I was. You usually do when the Yargalasu is involved, and I see this case as no exception.
Do you know Detective Bad, sir?
Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on.
It's the crime scene where a detective is most useful and effective.
It's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Bad. The man that I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG-8 incident?
So I was right.
Just what is that man doing, wandering around here? That Faraday. I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile! I would have proven his guilt in 3 minutes.
Von Karma. I think you've said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed.
Very well. Back on topic. I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here.
Objection!
You serious?
Objection! How do you place him in charge?
What? Tiny Francisca?
Tiny Francisca.
Papa!
Oh, Francisca, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
I'm here for summer vacation. What else?
Summer vacation in the courts.
Francisca von Karma. So she is here on vacation from Germany. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his, who's also junior to me.
You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it.
I am a senior to you. Very astute observation, von
Fucking
Karma.
bitch! You know what I meant.
Of course I know what you meant. I mean, you're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you?
As if you're able to pass, then I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never!
Why does she always have to be this competitive?
Never want to let her out of the house without the ascot.
Anyway, Papa! Are you leaving a signing Miles Edgeworth to cover the case? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I am 100% confident that I can do a better job than him.
Well, that's just like Franziska. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone literally in front of them.
Bad.
Yeah.
These two will be conducting the investigation.
What? You want me to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene?
This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills.
A crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in.
I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene, Bad.
Yeah, I don't really know why, but whatever.
Do you fucking know who I am?
Yeah. A
Shut
bitch.
up, Bad. I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Franziska, I leave this case to the two of you.
Understood, sir.
Yes, Papa. I'll go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me.
I bet he's going to go and knock the judge off the
Hold
swing
up,
set.
Von Karma. I still haven't agreed to this.
Oh boy.
Miles Edgeworth.
It's been quite some time, Franziska.
This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name.
Would it kill you to at least say hello?
Long time no see.
Very good.
Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud.
He hasn't changed a bit. Ow!
Miles Edgeworth. As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name.
For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter.
Looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective by just yelling at him. That's just like him. Never fails. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run me through the facts, Detective Bad.
You're better off checking things out on your own.
Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a most arduous task.
I don't like... Oh my... Wow.
They're just straight up dead.
I'm taking pictures!
Wow. Is the only real explanation that they killed each other at the same time, simultaneously?
Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they are finished talking.
What are you talking about?
I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who is truly worthy of the Von Karma name.
Franziska, there's a murder. A competition.
And the person that figures out the truth first wins.
So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name?
Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come out of your foolishly foolish mouth.
Fine. Whatever makes you happy.
So if I find the answer first, does that make me a Von Karma?
We better beat this guy, Miles Edgefield.
I think well, you see, that's what makes it a competition. There's going to be winners and losers. Do you think you're up to the task, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know. What's losing? I never lose.
Right, I see. You
Gumshoe never loses.
Putting that in my
Gumshoe
logic
never
box.
loses. It's what they say down at the precinct.
I see. I'll put this down in my logic box next to your salary.
Can I take that as you accepting my challenge?
Once again, whatever makes you happy. Also, maybe.
Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am.
Competing to discover the truth behind a literal murder case. How delightfully childish.
Is that the power that talked to Francisco?
I'm going to stare at you.
I've entered the room. You kids over there. You were moonwalking. I was distracted by it.
See, I'm not a kid because I can moonwalk, but what did you mean by this?
You're right, Miles. We just called you a kid.
I said kids, kid.
How dare you call me a kid as well?
I'll do what I please, and I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy, you're going to watch over these two.
Yes, sir. Detective Bad, sir.
Yeah, have fun.
Now, do what I say from now on, kids, okay?
You'd better not get in our way, Scruffy.
Oh no.
You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do.
Oh no.
Then you, prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started already, alright?
Great. Now even that detective is treating me like a child.
Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy.
My name is Miles Edgeworth. And if you were to call me Prosecutor Boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. Ding! Ooh.
What? And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was?
That's up to you now, isn't it?
Really? Oh, sounds good, pal.
He's so naive, I'm going to cut it anyway. Begin investigation. Oh my god, dude. Detective Bad, may I have a word with you?
What is it?
It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons.
Yeah, it does.
That leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons?
From the vending machine.
What the fuck? We have one of those?
Yeah, it's in the next hallway.
That dispenses guns.
It's usually meant for, like, when they try to show a gun in court to, like, show it off, but they decided it cost a lot of money, so, it's in the vending machine.
Francisca, are you hearing this shit?
Yeah? And?
This can't be real.
Well, this one was actually inside of Faraday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today, you know, from the vending machine.
But you?
It was used to kill the Cadopian embassy staff member. But I never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rail's being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well.
Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then, why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? Wait. What if? It's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence. He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it.
Huh. Maybe you got a brain in there after all, kid.
You just said... Is he going to treat me like a child forever?
Yeah, it's also been 10 minutes. And it looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first, who then counterattacked. And that's the only logical conclusion you could draw from a scene like this.
No, not yet. I feel that it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. We've just started a case. I must first find conclusive evidence so as to protect the honor of the Von Karma name.
There's only one thing I want to do right now.
I am tapping my foot at you, Miles Edgeford. Ah, I see.
Did you figure something out?
This is a competition, Miles, and as such, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me.
As you wish.
No, I just want to present my badge that she doesn't
Damn.
have. Let's look at everything except the dead bodies.
There are some plastic bags stacked up on the table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance.
Oh. Logic box.
Logic
Gumshoe.
box.
Yeah,
Gumshoe.
the table's all neat and tidy.
I'll put it in my logic box.
Maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle? After all, I didn't hear anything from out in the hallway, you know?
Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off.
I haven't looked at that yet. Bag.
There's some stuff in the bag, pal.
I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. How disappointing I can't.
This is the evidence? Aha! And better not touch it. I'll leave prints on it.
Do you just not pay attention to anything you do? Detective Bad, do you have any thoughts on the case?
Faraday and Rell. Looks like they killed each other to me. Although, there are a few things that just don't seem right.
And what would they be?
But why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me, boy?
Now I've been downgraded to just boy?
Yeah, it tells you two apart, boy and girl. In Detective Gumshoe.
I see.
Whoa!
It's a TV.
It's a TV!
What is it, Detective Gumshoe?
My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal.
Then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one.
Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge!
Tried stab.
Ah, and way too noisy.
You're the noisy one, Scruffy.
Don't touch it. You'll get your fingerprints all over it.
But I didn't touch it.
Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work.
The foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on. I thought... I was confused. I was like, what?
Very
Door up
awesome
on.
thing to say.
I know.
You're
I just
so
learned
cool.
it. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
What the hell? It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rel. At first glance, it seems that they must have killed each other. However,
Using logic, the only logical conclusion is, aha!
what was that outburst for?
My detective's instinct just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Rel that fell first, see?
You don't need a detective's instinct for that. It's just common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more than that until I examine the bodies. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Nanically, the first time I said it. Mr. Faraday. How ironic is it for him to lose his life in a courthouse?
Yeah, why did it have to be like this? I don't know what to say.
Edgeworth is trying to figure out what he wants to eat for breakfast, opens the fridge and says, I must inspect every suspicious looking nook and cranny.
I must... yeah. I have to.
Can't believe this happened while I was on watch, pal.
Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes?
Yeah.
Then get back to work. Find out the cause of his murder.
Right. I'm on it, pal.
First he killed a Cadopian embassy staff member, Ted Mann. Then he was murdered himself.
This guy wasn't exactly an angel, you know.
Oh? What makes you say that?
Well, he's been hauled into the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So, yeah, he's definitely the type to have committed a murder or two.
Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Ted Mann.
Hey, good point, pal. I knew my detective's intuition was telling me something.
Detective's intuition.
Yep. Do you know about it? It's a special feeling that all
We don't have time for this conversation right now. Let us return to the investigation.
Life.
Knife.
Looks like Mr. Rel died with the knife in his hand. Definitely wasn't planted there.
Definitely. There's some blood stuck on it.
Then he must have used this as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it.
Was Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot down some notes about it.
Knife to jot down in my organizer.
Knife, 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 knife.
Knife, 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 knife. His hand is all black down here, see? I wonder what it could be.
If you look closely, this blotching pattern resembles an ink stain.
Ew. Ding.
An ink stain?
Yes, I usually get ink on my own hand when I use my feather pen.
A feather pen? I've never seen one before. Sure you weren't just making that up, pal?
It's like what Shakespeare would... Shit! There's nothing unusual about this area.
I moved off of it.
Looks like Mr. Faraday died while holding the gun in his right hand.
So he shot Mr. Rel and then fell on top of him while still gripping onto the gun.
I guess that does seem kinda strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun?
It's not exactly rocket science. Even I know how to pull a trigger. Although I doubt I'll ever need to use one. Other things they have not aged well.
I hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands.
It appears that the police's screening procedures need a thorough review. Anyway, I should jot down some notes about the handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand.
Gotta get down to my organizer.
I guess the bloody bag was nothing because I'm done.
Mr. Rel's cause of death was from being shot, correct?
That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him lying face down.
Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth.
Are you sure they were trying to hide something?
I can't confirm Mr. Rel's cause of death with his body positioned like that. Detective Matt, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail if possible.
That's this. You're not able to form a theory with them the way they are.
I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence. Don't you?
I suppose you do have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it.
Labby. But yes, sir, we've taken enough photos of the scene, sir. There you have it.
Do you not approve?
Of course not.
What?
Investigation of a crime scene is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will you?
Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir.
Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
It's no good. Very bad day.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Oh, Jesus.
That's what it is.
There's a knife wound in his chest here, sir.
I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rel is holding.
Labby. Yes, sir. Verifying now, sir. Make it quick.
From the look of things, one could deduce that the knife Mr. Rel is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday.
I did not mean to hit that button.
Mr. Faraday is holding a gun in his right hand.
That's the one Mr. Rel got blown away by, right?
Labby, your answer. Yes, sir. We found that the ballistic markings do match that gun.
Oh, ballistic markings are,
Are the figurative fingerprints a gun leaves on a bullet when fired? Yes. Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic markings. Therefore, by looking at the markings on a bullet, you can tell which gun it came from.
Yeah, that's it. Of course, I already knew all about that, pal.
Yep, indeed. Just testing.
Maybe you'd better be better off going back to the academy.
Come on, sir. Cut me some slack, will ya?
No.
So the bullet that was fired from this gun is what felled Mr. Rel. There's something in his breast pocket. It's a fountain pen.
You.
Oh, I wonder how that one will work.
Hey, you know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear. It's because Detective Bad is always telling me. You should always write your name on everything you own.
Yes. Somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. It looks like Mr. Faraday was stabbed with this knife that Mr. Rell is holding.
Ouch!
What's wrong, Detective?
My stomach started to hurt just from thinking about being stabbed.
Just keep your mind on the case, alright?
How do I keep doing that?
Shot in the chest.
It takes some guts to fire a gun in a courthouse. I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week, and I still haven't fired a single round yet.
There aren't any burn marks on his clothes. That must mean...
Wait, burn marks?
A round grows very hot as it is discharged through a firearm. Fuck. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rell must have been shot from at least a yard or two away.
You sure do know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal.
Apparently, this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. Let us now try to understand how the two men died. Excuse me. First, Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial evidence. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rell and... bang, fired it. However, Mr. Rell managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. And then the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory, in any case.
What a crazy way to go.
Still, something about that explanation just doesn't seem right. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here.
One sec.
Look at these dead bodies. Actually, they might forget, like, I need a Sprite. I need a drink. So, one moment. Oh.
Okay, sorry, I have to check something. Quick break in the logic box. I have ink and ink, so I'm just gonna quickly, do something with that.
Barlow got up.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that while I was checking other things, sorry. I just had some,
I'm back. I have my drink. I have sad news though. I bought a loaf of bread like literally 3 weeks ago, and I found out it went super stale, and I'm like, man, fuck me. I wasted bread.
Loaf of bread.
It was a loaf of bread. I'm going to guess the streamer has connected the two
Yeah,
things with
I-
the logic
I
box.
did.
That's pretty epic. Epic job, streamer. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen.
Oh, let's ask the lab guy.
I don't like the lab guy saying things. Detective Gumshoe, I confirm that the says on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I have my own separate game going on in the background.
I see. Good work. Can't wait for your spin-off, sir. Ah, you know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it was just one time in my life.
If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well.
Okay, if you say so, pal.
Goodbye, logic box.
No more logic box.
Can I look at that bloody bag anytime soon? Does this mean anything?
Why are there plastic bags scattered all around?
Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal.
I know that much, Detective.
You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal?
Normally I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy...
The
Anyway,
hell does
these-
that mean?
How are you reading my thoughts? What the hell? Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of something? A fight that was taken? I didn't read what that was, but I was too astounded by Gumshoe.
You know, I studied under the Fey clan.
What the fuck's a Fey? No wait, no, I would know what that is. Shit. Oh god. He can read my thoughts. Wait, no, they channeled spirits, Gumshoe. You can't read thoughts. They never did that in what the things I've heard in the news.
Ah, shit. He knows I'm a fake Ace Attorney fan.
I don't know what that is, but yes. He just nods sagely. Anyways, Detective, look at this plant. This plant is quite nice. The foliage is nice. It's decorative. It's actually soothing to be around it. I'm sitting right next to it. I'm so soothed right now.
Next time I see Manfred von Karma, I'm gonna punch him in the goddamn face.
What the fuck? That's it. Oh, never mind. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Long pause. Detective Gumshoe, admire this plant.
I'm admiring the plant, sir.
I thought they were.
I thought I
yeah,
saw one.
okay.
There it is. Oh, it's because everything else is covering it. It looks like the sofa is ready to be disposed of.
It's so soft. I could sleep for all 25 hours of the day on this thing.
If only I could dispose of him, Edgeworth!
Are you going to kill me, sir?
Hey, let's go observe these windows. Actually, let's talk
guess
to
the-
Miss Von Karma.
The TV probably has more, I realize.
The TV has been left on.
Why are you looking at me like that? It wasn't me. I didn't touch anything.
Gumshoe, you do know what happened to you if you touch something again. Right.
I won't touch anything. I won't even go anywhere near the TV, sir. And you, get back to your investigation, alright?
I was planning to do so anyway. Can I present my... Oh, it's the curtains. The window is open and... there's a fresh, flowery scent in the air.
Ah, flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly.
Do you think maybe you can try offering something useful for a change?
Yeah, window open
Just
is big.
flowers.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through this window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor.
Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars on the windows? Dang.
And I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through these windows, right?
They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice.
I guess more at the bodies?
I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look.
Maybe not more at the bodies. Let me do one of my sweeps. Yeah, okay. Seems good. It doesn't have the check mark, so it has me paranoid.
There's Francisca von Karma.
She didn't want to talk to me earlier, but yeah, no, she still doesn't.
Ah, I see.
Did you figure out something?
This is the same conversation, Miles.
Okay.
Hey, I wanted to see if I could talk to forensics guy, but he seems off limits right now.
He's covered by bodies, quite literally.
Logic box.
Oh, I guess I have these. Plastic bag. I mean, there's a struggle in part of the room, but not all of it. Is this where I'm going with this?
Dang.
There is a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table.
Oh, those are plastic bags.
And yet, a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well.
I was really occupied with the tea set rather than anything else.
It is a nice tea set. It is not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during the struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got there?
Another reason.
I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow.
Yeah, please get that blood away from me, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on this bag?
Hold on, let me ask the lab guy.
Alright, please hurry.
Lab guy again.
Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and the technician said they didn't find anything else on or in the bag either.
It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence.
Okay, if you say so. I believe in your hands, pal.
Plastic bag data. Which is my organizer, I guess.
I guess there's not really much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other.
No. We can't conclude that quite yet. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one each other is too simplistic in this case. In fact, there's actually a contradiction that shows that there's another possibility.
No way, pal, really?
I suppose I will just have to show you the contradiction in this crime scene. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
It's the wrong hand. It's the wrong hand. We learned
Is
this
this
last
spot
case.
somehow connected to the evidence I hold? Wow, it's like a progression.
The pen just says left-handed on it, so I guess that's probably it.
Eureka! Sorry, I had a drink in my face. Okay, I don't have a drink. Now we come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of. And it is this. Miss Faraday used his left hand to write with this fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed. And yet, the handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene.
Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kind of strange. But how could something like that happen?
The facts add up to one conclusion, and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died.
Someone else?
Plastic bags scattered on the floor, and a gun in the wrong hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person. A most vile person. Intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. A person of vile intent. I did not improv that very well. Who cares? I care. I meant to be care. Fuck.
Wow, he really messed that line up. Here's the autopsy report.
Oh, fuck off, Mr. Bad. God damn it.
It is probable that Mr. Rel survived on a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously from his stabbing. Interesting.
I've updated these crime notes.
It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case.
Are you sure we know everything?
Of course! The incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. But the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. It is all very clear and simple. There is absolutely no margin for doubt.
Do you really believe that to be the truth?
Are you saying that just because I figured this truth out before you, that you don't want to believe it's true? It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. Well, if there are any contradictions to be found, that is.
Don't worry, I will.
I'm glaring at you.
I'm glaring. I beat my reflection. I'm not afraid of you.
Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Rel survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel. And Mr. Rel, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case.
We're gonna have to hit him with do the left-handed thing again.
Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, therefore he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should first look for any holes in her theory.
What happened?
What happened?
Instant!
Hold it! Hold it! Do you truly believe that Mr. Faraday died instantaneously?
I have the murder report right here. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously of shock due to being stabbed in the chest. There, you see? It has been documented clear as day. Died after he shot.
Hold it! Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rel before he died. Do you have any basis for that statement?
Your foolishness has no end, does it? Now I hate to repeat myself, however, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That's all the basis I need.
Alright, so if Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, then he must have been attacked, or he must have attacked Mr. Rel before being stabbed.
You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. Fish.
Hold it! Hold it. So you believe that the dying Mr. Rel, the fish, stole the knife from Mr. Faraday, the cage.
Mr. Rel became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So the two men struggled, and in the end, Mr. Rel was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The messy condition of this room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound.
Can you really say that it's perfect?
What are you insinuating?
Nothing. However, I can't let what you say slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise, so if you could just append the statement to your testimony.
Fine. They struggled, and Mr. Rell used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday.
I got lost
Hold
where I was
it.
for some reason.
About this statement.
Mr. Rell used all of his remaining strength to take the knife and defend himself. One can easily see that they had a violent struggle. Of course, it's nothing compared to what my riding crop can do.
How does one compare the damage her crop can do with the state of this room?
Furthermore, all the plastic bags on this floor in the room were scattered there due to the fight. Is there anything else that I can explain for you?
No, that would be fine.
Hold it!
Hold it! I did my finger wag, claiming speculation is fact already. Don't you feel that this evidence is a bit lacking?
You'll find all the evidence you need just by looking around this room. Mr. Faraday collapsed on top of Mr. Rell. In addition, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, making a counterattack impossible. Furthermore, the room is in a total mess from their fight. I dare say that there's more evidence here than you could whip a whip at. I'm shaking my finger now.
She's showing me her finger now. Wow. Well, it looks like she's becoming more and more confident. And, looking at this place, she might have a right to be. After all, everything here seems to support her theory.
It looks like you're starting to see my point. I am as good as one our little competition.
There's something strange about Francisca's theory. I should compare her claim with the data I've gathered thus far.
Yeah, I should gotta see what's actually in my book.
I just know there's a contradiction somewhere.
Like, what did I actually get from all that? First of all, I think they struggle. Like, yeah, I think we're going here, but I'm gonna see what I actually have. Bench,
Bomb.
knife,
Bomb, bomb, bomb,
gun,
bomb,
far away.
bomb.
Notes retaining. Notes. Died immediately after a gunshot was heard. Faraday died of a knife stab to the chest. A shot caused death. Rell died from a bullet into the chest. There's no gunpowder present. He was shot. And a fun photo. Okay. Pen, bag. Okay, that's all. Okay.
I like
Yeah.
how every song in this
Yeah,
game.
they threw it an added statement, but the problem is still the hand he held it in, right? Like that's still like an issue here. But I don't know if that's where if the game wants me to immediately jump there. That's my only problem. They gave me the updated testimony, and it has thrown me for a loop. I'll be honest with you.
Got me, streamer.
I mean, didn't hear a sign of a struggle. They struggled. You know. I don't know if Gumshoe's testimony is enough to make this one happen, but I'm gonna hit the button on it for guess one.
Objection!
Okay.
Objection.
We do like
it
Gumshoe in
was.
this house. Gumshoe's
We
powerful.
like Gumshoe in this house. If two men were fighting, their struggle would have surely caused a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe over here testified that he heard absolutely nothing.
You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Rell get his hands on the knife?
Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right there in lobby number 2. It is not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rell saw a chance and took it out at some point.
So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rell took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed.
Isn't there something strange in Francisca's statement just now?
Yeah, at the close range. It's no good there.
Wait. Something doesn't add up.
Oh, really?
It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed.
Take that!
Take that. This is the piece of evidence that proves it 'cause
okay.
I'm so smart 7 years ago.
I guess the fact that it says was shot from a few yards away wasn't good enough for the game. Those are the words.
Yeah, I know evidence they want to present here at this point.
Yeah, it's the same.
Really? I think you're dumb as shit. Huh, what is this supposed to prove?
That I'm not dumb as shit? To take a closer look?
I think you need to take a closer look. I'm still not seeing it. I do see that you're dumb as shit.
Well, I'll just have to try and explain to you how I'm not dumb as shit.
Objection! Positive. You're dumb as shit.
I guess this evidence was unrelated after all.
It's not unrelated. I'm just being. The game doesn't like me.
I have to think this over one more time.
There's one. This one. This one has so much shit in it. Bullet wound to the chest. Okay, so probably that one, I guess. They mean the same thing.
Not quite. If you read like, oh right, Mr. Rattle grabbed the knife from Mr. Faraday's bag when he wasn't paying attention. And Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed by the knife. But it doesn't add up, and I have the evidence that proves that it doesn't.
Wait, also the fact that he died instantly. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I think that was what they were, it's like super
Take
weird.
that!
There's like 10
Take that.
things that don't make sense.
There's 10 things that
Whatever.
don't make sense, but according to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. Meaning
I just want to talk about the gun.
that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife
In the wrong hand.
in the wrong hand. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that.
Ooh, you got me.
But of course,
Well then, if the report is correct, then there is only one correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Rell attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rell. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot, since they both died. That is the only explanation that makes logical sense.
negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francisca, under Von Karma.
I just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible. Before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could.
How naive of you to believe that only your opinions are valid. And still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Francisca, you've still got a ways to go.
What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic?
Mr. Faraday died instantly. And the fact he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here in this crime scene is...
Hold up, my brain is a little slow right now. Back it up.
No, streamer brain.
My it's with you.
What do we just argued? On that, show me the history. Where are we going? You guys said a lot of words. Take that.
We said a lot of words.
Let me just argue again. I'll fire the gun. Well, you got me, yes. It's Faraday who died would have been able to kill. Therefore, Mr. Well stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot. Yeah, and then the order of the bodies still would be wrong in that case. Right? Because Faraday was on top. So if you shot
that makes sense.
and then he died instantly and then he would have died, he couldn't have died before he stabbed him. So yeah.
Let me get this straight. What you are arguing is this. Mark, Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Rell. Then, the wounded Mr. Rell found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot, and Mr. Rell died thereafter. If that's the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which their bodies are piled.
No!
Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rell's. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have died before Mr. Faraday.
Impossible!
Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene that we must solve...
No! Not so fast, Miles Edgeworth.
What now?
I simply think that you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And that it is even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent.
She sure bounced back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. It's going to take some very decisive evidence to prove her wrong.
Glaring at you again.
Why are you glaring at me again?
It was just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rell's.
No, because we're arguing again.
We are arguing. Keep up. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order.
Well, I just know that Francisca's explanation is not absolutely correct. All I have to do is find a hole in her logic. Once I do, I can then present her with the evidence that proves the contradiction. And then I'll be on top.
Chance.
Hold it!
Hold it!
Objection!
About that...
Objection. Pressing someone's testimony in order to gain some time to think. You're a real one-trick pony, aren't you? It's too bad your trick only works on fools.
That was not my intent. I simply wish for more details on how Mr. Faraday ended up on top of Mr. Rell.
Someone's impatient. I was just about to explain everything to you. So do you think you could hold on for a minute? Oh, you're getting whipped.
Francisca, I'll make you a deal. Ow! I'll hold on if you hold on to that whip of yours.
Well, I'll hold on to it, all right. As I whip you.
No.
Oh, it's happening again.
Oh!
Well, now that you've quieted down a bit, I'd like to continue, if you don't mind.
Hold it!
Let's get whipped again.
Hold it. I don't want to get whipped again. No. The two fell on top of each other. Don't you find that just to be a bit strange?
Not at all.
I can see it in her eyes. She's dead set against me from the bottom of her heart.
Miles Edgeworth, once I'm done here, you'll see that there's nothing strange at all. Now then, the two men fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time.
Hold it!
Hold it! What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time? Oh, I'm gonna get whipped. Oh, never mind.
I assume Mr. Faraday had two different weapons in his hand. He made to attack Mr. Rel while holding both a knife and revolver, and then, after Mr. Faraday fired the gun, Mr. Rel grabbed the knife as he was falling and stabbed Mr. Faraday.
Now I can talk about the gun.
Talk about the gun. Let's go.
Finally.
That is how Mr. Rel round on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. At close range, that is more than possible.
Yes, it is possible, but
Well, if you have any other ideas, then show me what you've got.
oh, I will. And to that extent, I'd like for you to append what you just said to your testimony.
I don't see any point to that, but as you please. That fact indicates they attacked each other at the same time in close range.
Hold it. You're saying that they attacked each other at the same time from close range.
You're about to get whipped. Exactly.
I'm going to get whipped again.
Mr. Faraday pointed the gun at Mr. Red's chest and pulled the trigger. Mr. Red then took the knife from Mr. Faraday and stabbed him before he fell unconscious. The dead Mr. Faraday instantly fell on top of Mr. Rel from the stabbing. Pinning Mr. Rel under him, where he died shortly thereafter. And that's how they ended up on top of each other with no contradictions to be seen. It doesn't matter.
Hold it. Do you really believe they fell in the exact opposite order in which they were attacked?
Miles Answorth, you're not listening to a word that I'm saying. Get with it. They both attacked each other at the same time, and Mr. Rel fell first by chance, leaving Mr. Faraday to just happen to fall on top of him. Then Mr. Rel died shortly thereafter, pinned underneath Mr. Faraday. That's how it happened.
So the two men attacked each other with Mr. Rel randomly falling down first. The fact that the order that they attacked each other in varies from the order they fell in doesn't cause a problem for me. However, there's definitely one aspect that I'm having trouble swallowing.
And it's the gun.
Gun.
I guess it could also be
What do you
this
think
one
of this
again, but
gun?
I'm just doing the gun out of spite. Really.
Gun, 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 gun.
Gun. Objection. I am wagging my finger just like the streamer out of spite. So you believe they killed each other at close range. Sorry, Francisca, but that's impossible. Just as it is written in the crime scene notes. The firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rel's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rel and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 to 3 yards. Yes, my theme is playing, Francisca.
Not your theme.
My theme. Yes.
Why don't I get a
This-
theme?
This is by far the biggest contradiction because it played earlier, but later, because timeline shenanigans.
God damn it.
The two bodies are piled up on each other, yet the gun was fired at a distance. And with there being no chance that Mr. Rel moved that far after being shot, that leaves only one possible explanation.
But what a completely foolish line of foolish thought from a thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Who?
The person that attacked first with murderous intent, that would be
A new person.
New person.
here in this room. Contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. My theme's playing again.
Not again!
It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel, and set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. Well, that third person is the real culprit.
Well, it still is a double murder. It's
Just like Danganronpa.
just not them killing each other. It still is 2 murders.
Just like Danganronpa.
Miles Edgeworth, there's just one thing you're missing.
Evidence, correct?
Exactly. Everything you've said up until now is nothing but a story played out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there is a third person involved in this crime?
Of course. If a third person was truly here, the facts would resolve this glaring contradiction. The proof that this has all been set up, made to look like they killed each other. I'll present it, and I bear the final piece of the puzzle that's not yet in place. What is the piece of evidence that proves there was a third person involved?
I know what it is, but is it like what mentions the guns in the wrong hand? Is it mentioned in here? Bullet. I mean, I could go for the photo, or I could just say, I think the pen's... Is the pen my best bet?
I think it might be the pen or the gun.
I'm gonna try the pen, just because it has the left-handed part in it still, and that's what I'm aiming for. Even though we've already explained it, so it might not be...
Take that! Take that.
No,
never mind. Hit. Evidence.
Okay. I'll go for the picture then.
What's this evidence? Explain.
I'm going to go and dissuade from my explanation now. I'm going to get... Oh, Gumshoe, hello!
Mr. Edgeworth, help me! I'm on the green stake, they won't let me go!
Oh no. Don't worry, Gumshoe, I'll help you. But,
Do you have a 3 of clubs, sir?
Did you try looking into your back pocket?
My jokers are already full, sir. I need help.
Would you maybe get another joker? That's how you play...
Do you have a negative
Balatro.
tag?
Uh-oh. No negative tags in Balatro. That's unfortunate.
Edgeworth, take damage.
Why are you pronouncing it like that, sir? Take damage.
That's the correct way to pronounce it, I thought.
You can't pronounce Balatro, can you?
Well, it's pronounced Balatro? What the fuck? That's not
I'm going
correct.
to whip you now.
No! Ah! It would appear that I was wrong on multiple fronts. But there's definitely a contradiction here. And it should resolve itself if there is truly a third person here. I just need to go over the evidence.
I know what it is. I just don't know what. I just want to talk about the gun being in the wrong hand. So.
Also, I feel Edgeworth would mispronounce it.
I mean, I have the photo in the crime scene notes, so I guess I'll go with the photo.
Take that! Take that!
No, really.
More evidence.
Scruffy. Sell your joker. Sell all of
Ordered a
them.
new run, sir.
Sell
Start
all
a
of
new
them.
run, you
Wait,
gave
I
up.
just want to talk about the gun being in the wrong hand. It was planted. What the fuck am I doing here?
What are you doing here, streamer?
What the fuck are you doing here?
I'm talking about the bloody bag. I don't know what the fuck this thing is.
Take that!
I guess
Take
we're.
that.
Damn. Okay.
The gun in the Mr. Faraday's
Oh, I didn't
hand
say
and
the.
plastic
I didn't say
bag
the
with his blood
gun.
on it.
Okay. Last time I said the gun, it wasn't the gun. This time I say it was the gun doesn't say anything about the hand it was in.
Miles Edgeworth, why are your bones broken?
I don't know. I feel like the streamer is very sad about this. Just like me pronouncing Balatro wrong. These two items point to the presence of a third person.
How so?
Recall Detective Gumshoe's testimony. He's stuck in Balatro.
I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle.
If there wasn't a struggle in this room, and he wasn't distracted playing Balatro, then there shouldn't have been any plastic bags on the ground.
Now, I cannot rule out being distracted by Balatro.
It's okay, it's like a side gig to you, and we already established you were 2 jobs and 1 5. Meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for the moment. There's a high probability of a blood splatter when a knife is used on a person. If the culprit held a knife with a plastic bag around it, they could use the bag to catch any blood splatter from when they, well, withdrew the knife.
That's absolutely insane.
Then by spreading a few more plastic bags around, mixing the bloody one in with them, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence.
Ah!
I've been watching you guys talk about Balatro for 20 minutes. I want to die.
Why? It won Game of the Year, didn't it?
No.
It won an award, didn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Looks like we still got a long ways to go in this investigation.
Your timing on that. Yes.
Objection!
Huh?
Oh.
What?
She had a voice line. I'm fucking angry as hell! Oh my god!
What the heck's up with you, pal? Mr. Bad, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest. What?
What's the meaning of this?
Huh. Looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates.
Don't you dare.
That detective claims he was there, standing in front of the door the whole time. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie.
Holy shit.
Miss Yu, I ask that you please explain that last statement.
I can't fucking emphasize how fucking angry I am right now.
Are you so mad, Mr. Judge?
I was having a great trial, and these guys are just dead.
That is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
I'll let His Honor explain it himself.
I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you! During the recess, there was a period where I was pushed off the swings, and also where there's no one in the hallway.
Von Karma.
Whoa, what? See, Mr. Bad? So I ask you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie?
Gumshoe, did you kill Faraday?
No! Of course not, sir.
It would appear that the one who set up this whole crime scene was that detective. Which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has just come tumbling down, Miles.
I was playing Balatro the whole time.
Shit, he was playing Balatro the whole time. Is that statement really a lie?
Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Now spit out the truth or so help me.
I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest. I was really there. I was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it!
Hold it! Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not?
Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy.
All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly.
Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of Von Karma, after all.
Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something.
And what's that?
What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Oh, God. Whoa.
Whoa.
Multiple choice question.
Oh. Why he wasn't in the hallway. Stayed up the hallway. I don't know.
Detective Gumshoe, I take it that no one else was in the hallway at that time or any time, correct?
Huh? Of course not, pal.
Yeah, I figured there was something weird with the stab wounds and stuff, but I'm really bad at visualizing those things, so I was just hoping the game didn't make me think about it more.
You're being awfully defensive. Might you be hiding something, well, right from me?
Watch your mouth, pal. You can't go around saying stuff like that about me without any evidence.
I suppose you're right. I don't have any evidence at this point.
Miles Edgeworth, how could you be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace!
Are you going to fucking...
Yeah, fucking am!
Maybe I should ask about something else. I didn't get penalized, though.
Yeah, that's why I didn't care. I didn't think too hard about what I clicked on.
Maybe the motive.
Nah, I want to click that on them. I want to hear him. I want to hear this one, even he's gonna say I wasn't.
Fair enough. I wasn't sure which one is the wrong one. Detective Gumshoe, why were you missing from the hallway for a span of time?
Look, pal, like I said, I was there the whole time. Okay?
Objection!
Objection! Miles Edgeworth, why are you wasting our time with a completely useless question? The only logical reason as to why he was absent is that he was busy committing the crime. Anyone who says otherwise is a fool!
You're going to... Oh no. Maybe I should ask about something else. That's
If only
fun.
there was one other option.
I suppose the one thing I'd like clarified is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime.
Motive, huh? Gumshoe, you got a grudge against Faraday or anything?
No, sir. Not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd have a me thing against Mr. Faraday. That's not what I asked.
What? I said a single bad thing.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking
Detective,
about.
look out! He's doing a play on words with his own name.
Ah, shit.
Watch out!
This is so much more fun than Balatro. Is that a fact?
Objection!
I'm not used to you having a voice.
Why is my voice like that?
It used to be more
Yeah, here's
interesting in
a
the
fun
TS
fact. It
version.
was changed for the collection here.
Huh.
Wait, what, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. All I really know is that the old one was like unusually unpopular.
I liked it. It sounded stupidly dorky.
I also liked it.
But
I can
apparently
dig it up later.
You
Yeah.
really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? I'm telling you, I am not lying.
The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know.
If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here.
Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned, I won't hesitate to object to flight's offense. I'm going to get laughed at, aren't I? Because all I'm interested in is the perfect explanation. Oh, shit.
You're serious, aren't you? Fine, you amuse me. So I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice.
Oh shit, now we're staring.
We're arguing.
We're arguing now.
It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit." A brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that for the perfect explanation?
No. No.
You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I could never hold a grudge.
Quiet. We can't trust anything you say.
Sir,
There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se. But there are some gaps in her logic that need to be filled in. Misuse perfect explanation. May not be so perfect at all. Dun dun dun.
week ago.
Hold it. A week ago. Then you and Detective Gumshoe are acquaintances.
No way. I only met him in person today.
Then how did you know about Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, I've seen him around before.
Hold it!
Hold it. Mr. Faraday was upset.
Yeah. You know what else? Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known to get off. But there he was, totally beat red in the face. And the offending detective just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die.
Just like the face he's making now, right?
Oh, completely innocent, I tell you.
This poor man, Detective Gumshoe.
It was quite the scene with the detective. Pale. Salary cut.
Hold it! I'm the one giving salary cuts.
Are you
That's
going
what-
to cut my salary too, Mr. Edgeworth?
I would if you were working with the detectives, but you're a defense attorney, so therefore I can't. Damn it, I wish I could. But you just stood there, watching this unfold in front of you?
Yeah, I have to say, it was really enjoyable too. But that's why when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier, I knew I knew to steer clear of him. No way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face. But you do. I shouldn't have voiced this character.
I like it.
What have I got stuck on my face? Let's start with your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Oh, and those ridiculous eyebrows.
What the fuck? Honestly, I like the best you're giving her. It's really funny.
Yeah, but like, I have to talk back and forth between Gumshoe and this, and it's really hard to switch.
Oh, that's fair. That is really fair.
I feel like all of us are having that this fucking trial.
Oh man, messing with your head is just too much fun.
This case I've been fine. The last case, not so much.
Hey, has anyone seen Mike Meekins around? Let's get him in here. Someone call Mike
don't worry.
Meekins.
Oh yeah, Detective Bad, the Mike Meekins, literally opposite registers.
Don't fret. Soon the judge will be here, probably, and the judge. And
Oh
Mr.
shit!
Bad
I
will
forgot
talk
I
to
was
each other.
here.
Indeed.
I straight up forgot I was in the room still. I'll be real with you,
I can't believe I'm only having to voice myself here.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Hello there, Judge.
We didn't get to be homies in court today.
No, we didn't.
hope-
I apologize
Oh,
for that.
and
I'm
I'm
also
not-
sorry.
Yeah, I just realized I'm not gonna see you next time either. That's gonna be my Irish Canadian brother.
Unfortunately, I don't know. Will you get pushed off the swing or something?
Not often, actually, especially when Mr. Von Karma is around.
I see. Well, I'll make sure to warn your brother. But, Miss Yu, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now.
Sure, why not?
Hold it!
Salary
Hold
cut.
it.
Again.
Salary cut. To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that. Oh.
I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that a common practice? Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too?
Yeah, I suppose I did.
It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. My father can even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his fingers.
Do you think maybe that's reason enough for detectives to hate you people?
Well, I guess they really shouldn't cut people's pay.
Detective Bad. Don't tell me. Did Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier too?
No one is safe.
No one is safe.
Hold it!
Hold it! You call your explanation perfect?
Is it not to your liking?
Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards.
Oh. Is there something you want me to clarify in that case?
What should I do? Should I raise an objection?
Yeah, because the only thing I could think of to bring up is the other guy.
Alright, if you could clear this one thing up for me.
Yeah, motive for killing Mr. Rill.
I understand Detective Gumshoe's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday.
Thank God that was there. I was thinking this whole thing, I'm like, how do I object with the other guy? I can't project profiles in this game. I was stressing
Yeah.
about it.
They make do. However, what's about his motive for killing Mr. Rell?
His motive for killing Rel? Like I would know.
If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt the incident would have occurred. Wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves?
Oh. In that case, I have absolutely no idea.
What? But that's impossible. She must know something.
Wait! Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh.
Didn't even do anything and you're already laughing away.
Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway.
Oh. Well then, would you care to explain your logic? And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Von Karma, you know.
Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight. Or is that a requisite trait for being a von Karma?
Maya Zedver, I demand that you shut this rude woman up.
I really, really wish you both be quiet for just 1 second.
Well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. We're glaring at each other.
The motive to kill them ever glaring?
There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rao. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rao, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they had killed each other.
I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? I should take another hard look at the evidence for this morning's case. The second KG-8 incident, as people are calling it, involving an embassy staff murder. Remember, fuck, and that too. And the two men who both wound up as suspects in this case. Is there someone else I'm overlooking who is somehow related to both of them?
Oh, are you talking about our good friend Manny Cochin, who showed up for 2 seconds?
Manny Cochin was here, you know.
It's me, Manny
Is that
Cochin.
the only thing I had about that?
I already forgot what voice I fucking put for him.
I thought I had another piece of evidence about that, but I guess I made that up.
Motive to kill the men.
No one.
Hold it!
Motive.
Hold it. So there's no one else who might have a grudge against Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rattle.
I suppose no one is a bit of a stretch. But I'm pretty sure no one like that was here in this courthouse today.
She's lying. She is lying through her teeth. We just saw someone like that here earlier.
Besides, you don't need to prove that the killer had a grudge against both men.
We will continue to press everything anyway.
Hold it!
Hold it. Someone with a grudge against one of the men. In that case, aren't there plenty of other people who fit the bill?
Sure. After all, who doesn't garner scorn from another simply by being alive? But the only one who held a grudge and acted upon it by killing was Detective Gumshoe. Words are failing me right now.
I can't blame you, that was a hard sentence.
Furthermore, Mr. Rat.
Hold it! So you're saying that he was basically silenced?
Aren't you glad you managed to avoid the same fate, Your Honor? Why, if you had been the one to witness the blood-covered detective...
Holy shit! Whoa, what? Detective Gumshoe! You would kill even me!
What? I could never do something as terrible as that, Your Honor.
There's no need for even a second of deliberation! I will hand down my verdict here!
Objection! Your Honor, take a look around. We're not in court right now.
Oh, shit. I was just ready to kill that guy.
Yes, it would be greatly appreciated if you would stay here with us in reality, please. Gumshoe.
Please forgive me. I know not what I do.
And you there, Miss Yo. Hurry up and continue with your testimony. If you fail to do so, I will whip you into shape.
Ha ha ha. That's nice. Sounds kind of like fun, actually. Anyway, Detective Gumshoe had to erase the witness, Mr. Rao.
Hold it!
Hold it.
I didn't do it, pal. No hard feelings, but I don't think we can take the word of a criminal seriously. Oh. But I can't even begin to think up ways to set up a crime safe.
I suppose you do lack the necessary tactical mind required to do such a thing.
Aw. Why do you have to kick a man while he's down, pal? You shouldn't put yourself down, detective. You're a big boy. I bet you thought it up all by yourself, right? Yeah. That's right. And I've worked real hard at it, too.
Wow. I think this proves one thing about the detective. He has the mental acuity of a worm. So that's a bit spicy there, detective. I have to admit her explanation, and, well, it makes sense. However, there's something she overlooked in her testimony. I should present that piece of evidence and see if I can make her see. If I can't make her see the truth.
I think we're going with Manny Cochin.
Manny Cochin.
He's only mentioned here, so.
Objection!
Yeah, okay.
Objection. Miss Yu, I believe there is someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up?
What do you mean?
We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG-8 incident. And a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right. The very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Cadopian Embassy staff, Mr. Rell. And the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG-8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Cochin has no reason at all to kill both of these men?
Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You covered for me, pal. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony, these are the only things I wish to hold.
But I didn't do it.
You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak.
Hold it. You want to investigate Cochin? You'd just be wasting your time.
And why is that?
Cochin was up in the viewing gallery, watching the trial. Or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived.
Since the only real suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe.
I suppose so.
No way. Come on, Detective Bad. You've got to believe me, sir. I really was in that hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir.
Okay then. Are you saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway?
No. There was no one else, sir.
Then why should I believe you didn't do it?
That is one incredibly foolish detective. standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good as a confession of guilt.
I have to admit it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you think he would at least, I don't know, at least at the very least offer up a "I spaced out while on duty" or the like. Playing Balatro.
Come on, Gumshoe. Time for your interrogation.
Detective Bad.
Detective
I'm
interrogation.
hanging out here.
Maya Zedvev, I will go on ahead and report this to Papa.
And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone? I helped a lot. See ya, bitches.
You helped so much, Mr. Judge.
Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh?
Before we do, Miss Yu, there is something I'd like to speak with you about.
What is it?
Yo, what up?
I need to present my badge again somehow.
So, what did you want to ask me about?
I'll do it just for you. I think it'll be the same.
It is a shame that we will not be able to face each other.
No, maybe not.
It was to be my first
This is
trial
the
of two.
same conversation.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Get on. I can't. I can only mash so quickly. Where's my mashing tips?
Ah, well, I'm so glad we're talking about this. Are you going to laugh at me? You're laughing at me. I'm presenting
I'm
my badge. You're
laughing
laughing at
at
me.
you.
I'll never allow. Badly aged statement.
I guess.
The current case of the murdered Cadopian embassy staff member. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG-8 incident.
Only among you law enforcement types. And what about it?
I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG-8 incident.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers.
No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG-8 incident.
I'd appreciate it if you would stop with the false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know?
I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here.
Think you can stop making that ultra-serious face in front of me?
If you could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not going to make any headway like this. I'm just going to have to show her exactly how related to the KG-8 incident she is. He's still laughing at me.
I'm still laughing at you.
What the fuck? Miss you. I believe I have proof of your connection to the KG-8 incident.
That file is your proof? Very well, then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KG-8 incident?
And I think I'm gonna do it right now. Your connection to the KG-8 incident is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she is the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you
I
are
have to
not
get up
related
for
to
a
this
second.
case? Got you. Go get up for a second.
She's thinking really hard about this answer.
I know. It must have been traumatic.
Dun, 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 boop, boop, boop.
I think my favorite thing about this game and its soundtrack is that it's super subtle and sometimes not super subtle, but the leitmotif of Edgeworth's theme being there is pretty neat. I like Edgeworth's theme, but I also like when you barely notice it.
I like Miles Edgeworth. He's a cool guy.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I like Miles Edgeworth. He's a cool guy.
Thank you.
Who do you think is following Edgeworth around with a piano?
I think it's my husband, Phoenix Wright.
7 years ago?
Yes, when he was in art college. What the fuck was Phoenix even doing then?
When was...
Oh, he was probably dating Dahlia.
Wait, no. No, this is before that.
Oh, that's
This
true.
wasn't
That's
that- for that.
true.
Yeah, this
You're
is
right.
dude was just hanging.
He was hanging with Larry Butts.
I'm back.
Welcome back,
Welcome
Galactin.
back to the world.
What do you think Phoenix Wright was doing during this time?
I think he was dying.
He said
was
that
getting
with a
old.
laugh. What the hell?
He was in the middle of eating poison in court.
No, that was years later. We just established that while you were up.
Well, I think he went back to the past to eat poison in court.
He poisoned that's ass.
He ate ass poison.
Oh no.
What the fuck is going on in my court of law? Stop talking about ash poison. I'm hitting the next line.
Sorry, but we're not related.
Oh.
What?
Just kidding.
Oh, I got double owned.
You just got double owned. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face. That I couldn't help, but...
I miss you. I ask that you please tell me the truth.
Ahem. Alright. I'll tell you everything I know.
That was easy.
Danny Coach.
As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister, CCU.
As I thought.
And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial. By Manny Cochin. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree.
Because of a lack of evidence.
No, I heard the evidence to convict him did exist.
What?
I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Cochin's trial was over. Apparently a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence.
Then the evidence had been tampered with.
Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? The smuggling ring being run out of the Amano group by one of his secretaries. They bailed Mr. Cochin out. Turns out they were in league with each other all along.
How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation?
I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG-8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know.
You think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring?
I don't know what to think.
Damn. Why did Mr. Cochin want to meet with you earlier?
Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was the defense lawyer on this case after he'd arrived. He figured he should say hi, and one other thing. Looks like you couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad.
Oh. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face.
The way she talks about slapping him as he slaps away is kinda creepy.
But it's just as Mr. Bat said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around, and people in the gallery claimed that he was in his seat the whole time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh?
That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life.
Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn how to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we?
Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well. You'll see.
Look at you with your game face on, ready to go.
I'm making no such face.
Did you know? Laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth. Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time?
I am charged with making sure that all the criminals of this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter.
There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up.
I've been here the whole time. I'm the forensics guy.
KG-8 incident in this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus, that detective. This detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly, this case is far from over. But whether or not that detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, or my name isn't Miles Edgeworth. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh,
That felt like a long chunk.
Yeah.
Well, the beginning.
Yeah, that felt like a long, like, until the next part. I'm
pretty important.
Unless people want to keep going, I'm down for like cutting it off there. My brains.
section.
Yeah, my brain's deduction
that
is
was.
kind of sapped.
I was just like, oh no. Oh no, I'm getting tired. No.
Like, it was fun. I'm just not gonna think anymore, so I'm not gonna continue when I have to think.
Poor Freem.
Understandable.
My A minus game actually. That's a joke. Well,
Damn.
thank you,
Streamer joking.
gamers. Next time we'll
Thank-
figure out what the fuck is Gumshoe's problem.
What is Gumshoe's problem?
I mean, why the fuck he lying?
Why is he
But-
playing Balatro on a Balatro day?
I don't even know what Balatro. I mean, like, I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. It's like a
It's
card
gambling,
game.
sir.
It's gambling.
Peggy
It's gambling.
18.
Since they won't pay me a good salary, I have to gamble.
Dude, I'm excited for the inevitable part of this case where I get to voice Sonic the Hedgehog being said that her dad is dead. Like, that's just gonna have to
Damn, bro.
happen. Spoilers. She's in the building somewhere. She bought a candy
Where could
bar.
she be, streamer?
Or maybe she bought some milk from the vending machine. With the dollar.
With the dollar. Ah, yes, the dollar I gave in exchange for these coins that I'm pretty sure is $1.
Or a gun. True. Now this case gets juicy. Alright. Thank you for stream. See you all later.
Okay,
Later,
Faraday did it.
gamers.
Thank you for stream. Thank you for free.
Wow, 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 wow.